What's up, everybody? Hey, Tom Laird here, host of the Advice from a Call Center Geek podcast and founder of Expivia. For exceptional contact center outsourcing, trust Expivia. We're fully AI-driven, as all of you know, and can handle voice, email, chat, and all of your digital channels. Our 600-seat USA contact center is expert in healthcare, financial services, insurance, tech support, retail, and more. Experts on the NICE CX1 platform, we ensure seamless customer experiences. DM me or visit expiviausa.com for more.
This is Advice from a Call Center Geek, a weekly podcast with a focus on all things call center. We'll cover it all from call center operations, hiring, culture, technology, and education. We're here to give you actionable items to improve the quality of yours and your customers' experience. This is an evolving industry with creative minds and ambitious people like this guy. Not only is his passion call center operations, but he's our host. He's the CEO of Expivia Interaction Marketing Group and the Call Center Geek himself, Tom Laird.
Hi guys, welcome back to another, I don't know if this is going to be a thought-provoking or maybe get you irritated with me episode of Advice from a Call Center Geek, the call center and contact center podcast where we try to give you actionable items that you can take back to your contact center, improve the quality, improve the overall agent experience. What we're going to talk about today is to improve some ridiculous things that some of you guys are doing from a security aspect that I'm kind of picking up here. I'm kind of fired up today. Let's just say that. So again, my name is Tom Laird. I am the CEO of Expivia Interaction Marketing. We're a 500-seat call center outsourcer. We work for lots of different clients who have entrusted us with their customers. Just want to kind of get these points across to not only service and take care of their customers, but also offer a very secure environment. I want to talk about one specific thing, and I am super fired up today after kind of some of the things that I've seen that some of you guys out there are doing. And I want to talk again, and I've talked about it in a broader sense of a call center security 101, but I'm going to be specific on call center allowing cell phones and call centers allowing wearable technology on the call center floor. I would venture to say that the majority of you are allowing that to happen, right? Because what happens, right? Your reps say, hey, listen, I have my kid's school could be texting me. I have somebody who's sick that could be texting me. I need to know what's going on. I would hearken you back to 20 years ago when we didn't have these. What did we do then, right? So we had a process, we had a procedure for getting maybe messages out onto the call center floor. And just because we have technology that makes it more convenient for our associates, it doesn't make it good for our contact center. And I guarantee you're going to have people that cry and moan about it, but we've done it. And we've always done it. So there's no cell phones whatsoever on our call center floor. There's no wearable technology on our call center floor. The policy is seen or heard, right? And can you sense my tone in my voice today? Let me tell you why. So we have been, tell you a quick little story here. We have been trying to really get into the newest social technology. So TikTok is so cool to me, and there's so many things that we can do with it. And not only from an employee engagement process that if you guys saw my video about a week or two ago, I'm constantly trying to think how I can engage more with employees. So that's one of the reasons. Number two is it's an untapped market, right? I know everybody thinks right now it's 12 to 22-year-olds that are just posting on there, but it really hasn't grown and matured and whatever. I think it's going to be like an Instagram. We're trying to get our foothold on it now. Go on there. I dare you, if you are a call center manager, a call center supervisor, a call center executive, go on there right now and go on TikTok, go on Instagram, but really on TikTok and search for hashtag call center or hashtag contact center and look at what you see. Because you know what I see? I see all of your, right? Not all of your, but a lot of your call center associates that are posting from their booth, right? They're actually posting. Some of them are actually on calls, right, with your customers, and they're posting on TikTok. So I don't even know if I need to get into the security issues that this arises. But initially, right, we always talked about when cell phones came out, you could take pictures, right? You could email and you could text. So you could be texting account numbers. You could be taking pictures of screens with personal information, sending them out, right? So that was the initial reason, and that's bad. And that's still a huge issue of why we don't do it. But now these guys are connected to social platforms. So let's say that let's play the devil's advocate, and let's do the worst possible case scenario here. And let's say that a bad QA score came out. And this, I think, is a real-world scenario. Bad QA score came out. Supervisor maybe doesn't handle it properly. Maybe gets on an associate. Associate is kind of not a really even-tempered person anyway. Gets pretty fired up. Supervisor goes back. Maybe the rep leaves for lunch and says, "You know what? I'm done with this job. I'm leaving. But I'm going to go out with a bang." And what do? They go on TikTok. Maybe they go on Facebook Live, right? And they start streaming. Or they start posting from videos that they're taking of your screens, of everything, of personal information. Can you imagine the breach there? I mean, that makes a credit card breach look like a nothing, because millions of people could be seeing that almost instantly. And I can guarantee you that if that happens, that thing goes viral. Now, there's going to be some problems with that rep, but it's too late. Like, why I don't understand why you guys, so many of you, are allowing this. Is it because you're afraid and scared of your reps, right? That they're going to revolt on you? Like, you can't be a leader. Bring in leaders from the call center floor, talk to them, make them understand the position, have them go back out, set a policy up for a certain day that, boom, it's going to stop. And guys, do we have every single week at least 1 or 2 or 3 reps that maybe their cell phone goes off in their pocket? Yep. And it's a policy that I don't budge with. It's an automatic 3-day suspension, right, for us. So if you are looking for a policy, I have one for you. I posted it on LinkedIn, and I will send the link in the show notes to this. I'll also put it in on LinkedIn. So if you follow me on LinkedIn, and I will repost this again today, which will be our call center policy. But this is what it says, right? This is the policy in a nutshell. Due to the nature of work performed at Expivia Interaction Marketing Group, our associates will consistently have access to sensitive information. This information could include, but is not limited to, customer name, address, credit card information, social security numbers, etc. As you may understand, it is important that all sensitive information must be kept private and confidential. In order to protect both customer and client, cell phones and smart devices, including but not limited to smartphones and any other wearable technology, are prohibited at all times within the contact center production floor area. This policy is in effect as a seen or heard policy on the call center and production floor. Cell phones and wearable technology are only permitted off the contact center floor in the designated cell phone areas. Failure to comply with this policy will result in an immediate 3-day suspension with the possibility of termination. Expivia Interaction Marketing will not accept any reason for failure to comply with this zero-tolerance policy. By signing this document, I understand and agree with the information contained. We have every single associate, when they come in the door and they go through training, they sign this policy. And we have a full class on it. Now, do we understand that there could be times when a rep say, hey, at 12 o'clock or 12:30, I need to make a call. I'm probably going to get a message. I'm expecting a message here. Yeah. And then we take them and we have designated cell phone areas that are off the floor that they are allowed to go to. And they can use their cell phone. They can't take pictures. They can't do any of that. But as long as they're using their cell phone, they're texting, they're using it for a purpose for what they need to communicate, we're totally fine with it. But it can't happen on the floor. Supervisors can't let it go. That's the biggest issue, right? So if you just, the phone goes off and the supervisor's like, well, hey, just don't do it again, guys. It needs to be zero tolerance or it's a joke. If you have been following me, you know that I'm pretty lax and I'm pretty laid back, I think, and I like to have fun in the call center, and I think culture is really important. Well, culture doesn't mean anything if you're out of business. And if you have 1 or 2 breaches from a cell phone, from a rep who's maybe irritated, ticked off, or trying to do something stupid, then culture doesn't mean anything. So, there's like that Maslow hierarchy, right? And the first thing is security, right? Culture's probably here in one of these big, long, coming down the triangle, right? But guys, I don't understand it. I don't understand what you're gaining by allowing your associates, who a lot of times are not supervised because they may be on another side of a station or how their desk is set up, to be allowed to have cell phones, to have that communication to the outside world from a social network standpoint, from an email, from a phone call, allowing that to happen. I just think it's a total lack of judgment on so many contact center managers, contact center executives, and it's going to get you in trouble. We haven't heard of the first, real big, breach. Now, it's in our town here in Erie. I'm not going to name the call center, but it's happened, right? It's happened a couple times on a smaller scale. But a lot of you out there that are listening are running internal call centers for giant organizations, right? And it only takes one time for that thing to go south. So again, have a policy. Do not allow it. It should be seen or heard. And if they are, you have to come up with what is right for I hate the word punishment, but from a corrective action for your culture, for your contact center. And a lot of you are going to say, well, if you can't trust the people that are there, you shouldn't have them there. And that's very easy to say, right? Until something goes wrong. I think all of us have great intentions about the people that we hire, the people that we bring on. But still, there's always that 1/2 of 1%, and that's all that it takes. When you're running a call center operation for this long a period of time, you have to limit the amount of risk that you can possibly have at any possible second. So, again, that's my rant. And I just got so fired up when I went on TikTok because we're starting to post some things and try to have some really cool and fun ideas. It's different if I bring my cell phone out, right? If there's a certain level of executive that has it out on the floor, I try not to even do that. But if we're doing something for the company, yeah, you put that into your policy a little bit. But for everyday operation, it can't be there other than for something special. So I know it stinks. It's frustrating. It's frustrating for the employees. It's frustrating for supervisors who have to manage it. It's frustrating for HR. But guys, you got to do it, right? You cannot. I probably should have talked about this earlier. You can't be PCI compliant. There's no way you're PCI compliant. So don't say you're PCI compliant if you're allowing cell phones on the call center floor, because you're not. I mean, that's a huge, huge piece of this. So again, from a security aspect, I beg you, right? Take this and heed this warning, right? Do not allow them on the floor. Protect yourself, protect the reps, protect the company, but most importantly, protect your customers. All right, that's my rant. I'm off the soapbox. I feel better. As I'm going here again, please, we've been posting a ton of stuff on YouTube, right? So we have Advice from a Call Center Geek YouTube channel, doing a daily call center operations tip. We have some of the podcasts now that we're videoing. They're on there. Also, we have the book, More Advice from a Call Center Geek, has a ton of all this content in it. Check out our blog too, expiviausa.com /blog. And we have a ton of content on there from the contact center. And then again, follow me on LinkedIn because I'm constantly posting, almost 20 times a day, different type of content for LinkedIn. So check me out there. It's tlaird _Expivia. tlaird @expivia.net is my email as well if you have any questions, or check me out on LinkedIn there too, again. So thank you guys. Please heed the warning. Please be careful. Please do the smart thing. You're all leaders out there. There's a way that you can talk and you can get the message across to your call center associates that we can't be doing some of these things because it's 2020. And while 99.9% of you are awesome employees, that one knucklehead, right, that either has a bad intention or is just having a bad day and gets ticked off, right? We can't allow that to slip to ruin the employment of so many people, to ruin the brand the brand recognition and the solid, brand adherence that you guys have had for so long, because one mistake, it all goes down the drain. So again, thank you guys very much. I will talk to you next week. Hopefully I'm in a little better mood. We'll talk about something fun, maybe more games. But I'll talk to you guys next week. Thanks.